Hello everyone, meet me again in my channel Gus ASP.NET Source Code that is suitable for beginner. Okay, in this chapter, I will try to show you how to get data from database and then view the data into our application. For example, let's see my application that is Receive Payment Management System. Okay, let's log in. For example, I will try to show how to display like employee master. Okay, let's open our SQL Server database. I have database my RPMS and the table, for example, TB mass employee. Let's see the data inside TB mass employee. From TB mass employee. For this, I will show data from TB mass employee. Okay, how to display data from grid view? Here is the steps. Steps number 1, set up connection string. And then open the connection, retrieve data, put data into data table, and bind the data table to grid view. Okay, let's make an analogy. For example, I want to pick data from TB mass employee from database name my RPMS in server SQL Express and bring the data to web application and display the data into my grid view. The analogy is like I want to pick some fruits from a shop named Banjaran in a town named Kediri. Bring the fruit to my shop and display them into my showcase. Step 1, set up connection string. Set up connection to my RPMS in SQL Express. Set up the route to a shop named Banjaran in Kediri. Open connection. Write to the shop. Retrieve data. Get the fruit from shop. Put the data into a data table. Bring the fruit into my shop. Bind the data table to grid view is analogy to display the fruit into my showcase. Okay, now let's see how we create step by step. Okay, first let's create new project. Create new project and choose the ASP.NET Web application. Click next. For example, this is my project, my Gus lesson. I put the location to Gus work. My Gus lesson. I put here. The project will be here. And let anything else as default and create. Choose empty project. Okay, here is the step. Create project, choose ASP.NET Web application and choose empty. This is the steps that I usually take to create a ASP.NET Web application. Empty and create. Let's wait a few moments. Creating project. Okay, The project is ready now. Now let's add a web form. I will display the data into a web form. I will display the data into a grid view within a web form. Okay, add new item, click, and web, choose the web, and let's find web form. Okay, I will name the web form with WBF must employ. Okay, I have a naming convention that if the object type is web form, I will name the web form with prefix WBF. Okay, WBF must employ at. This is our web form. Each web form will contains design. This is the design, it's still empty, and the source. You will understand better later by practicing a lot. Now let's click view and find the toolbox. Let's find a button. I want to put a button here. Okay. At first, I want to show you how to create a design. I usually design with a table. I create a table and create a row and create, for example, 2 columns. I create another row TR with 3 columns. Let's see what it looks. We have 3 columns and 2 rows. Here is our syntax. Create table by type table and row and column. Now let's put a button into first row. I will name the button with BTN display. Okay. Okay, BTN. Let's see my name convention. If the object is button, the name prefix is BTN. BTN display. The text is display data. Okay. Now let's put a grid view. Grid view to display data. Data grid view. Here it is. Grid view. Put the grid view here. Let's name the grid view with GRV employee. Okay. Let's see my name convention. If the object is grid view, the name prefix is GRV. GRV employee. Now let's start to display data. Okay, at first we will need a username for our database. We only create the username for our database once, only once. And we can use the user ID and the password forever, unless we delete the user and password. Now, let's see our database. Go to security, click login, right click, new login. Let's name, the login name is my goose. The password is, for example, I put goose 19, goose 19. Leave the enforced password policy blank, and the default database is my RPMS. And the user mapping is to go to user mapping and find the database and choose the DB owner, my RPMS. Click my RPMS and click DB owner, and then click OK. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I have no access to create user. I will create as my Windows authentication and click login, new login, and the name is my goose. The password is goose19, and check the enforced policy. Choose the database. My database is my RPMS. And click user mapping. Check the database and find the owner here in the bottom. DB owner, click OK. Now we have a user to read our database. Okay, let's try our user. I click new query. Let's test our user and change connection. I connect to Sulis SQL Express and use SQL Server authentication. I choose my user, the user that I just created, and type in the password. Success. Now let's try to select data. Okay. The data is displayed, means that our new user is successfully created. Now let's try to display data let's try to display this data into our web application. Double click for example, let's see my application here. Master employee. The grid view is not shown yet, and now I want to display the data by click this button find. Find. I want to, and the data is displayed when I click the button find. In our application, let's see, I have a button display data. I want the data mass employee to be displayed when I click this button. Now, how to do that? Let's double click this button. Double click. Here it is. Every web form that we are created, will have ASPX, that is the design. Every web form that we create has two parts at least. Has ASPX parts, that is the design. Yes. And also the .vb part, that is the program that will run the design. Okay, let's try again. Double click this button. We go here to Btn display, and now let's create step 1. Set up connection string. Here it is. We have to create a variable. I will create variable connection as string. Okay. I will name the variable vn SQL con as SQL client SQL connection. Okay. As new. Sorry. Let's see our naming convention. Variable for a subroutine name prefix is vn. Okay, I have prefix vn here because this variable only run for this subroutine. Vn. Okay, now I will create a SQL connection. If the variable type is SQL connection, then the name prefix is vn SQL con. So I name the vn SQL con. Okay. Now let's create connection string. Here it is the syntax. I myself don't memorize this syntax, so I don't think even you must. It's no need to memorize the syntax. And here is the syntax to set up the connection string. Data source. The data source is, let's see my database. Sulis / SQL Express. Data source is Sulis / SQL Express. Initial catalog. My database is my RPMS. My RPMS. The user ID that I just created was my Goose, and the password is Goose19. Okay, this is the SQL connection. Now let's open. Open. This is our connection. Let's try if the what if the password is wrong or we fail to connect to the database. I will put a label here, label, and put the label here. I will use this label to display a message. Error, message, error. Text is empty. And now the for color is red. Display data. I have to, everybody, if you find something that you don't understand, I think you don't have to understand it now, but just follow the step, okay? This try, catch, and try is a syntax to catch error. Okay, maybe I will show it in another time. Okay, let's display data. Now We have already set up connection, set up open connection, and now let's take the third step, retrieve data from database table. Here is the syntax. We have to create adapter. Okay. Now let's SDA employee, for example. Let's see our naming convention. If the data is data adapter, the prefix is SDA. Okay, now let's create the query is select blah 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 from DB mas employee. I will solve. Okay. This is our query. Now let's set up the SQL data adapter. Select command equal new SQL command query and let's see the syntax. New SQL command. I'm sorry, this is mistake. Okay. SQL adapter will retrieve data from the server. Now, let's create a data table. New data table. For a data table, the prefix is DTB. Okay. Now, let's put the data that already retrieved by the SQL adapter into our data table. Fill the data table. Okay. Now, after the data is already in data table, now let's display data into our grid view. We have the grid view employee. Set the data source to VNDTB employee. And now let's display data by bind the grid view to data table. Data bind. Okay. This is what we have to do. And don't forget to release the memory of our web server. We have to release any object that we already set up before. For example, I have to close connection. Since data already displayed into our grid view, the process to get data from database is already finished, then we have to close the connection. Close. And then dispose. Okay. Now SQL connection is already freed. Also, we have to release the memory that from display adapter. We already to release pause. Okay. Now let's see our application. First, we have to create the start page. Now let's click the web form and set a start page. Let's save. Now let's run our application. Let's see. Let's wait a few moments. Okay, now this is our web form. Now let's click display data. Here it is, everybody. We successfully retrieve data from database and display the data into our web form, into our application. I think this is clear enough, but now let's see what I will show you another example. Now let's create another web form. I will display data from table, for example, CBK type. What is this? Oh, it's still empty. I want to display data from, okay, from TBADM user. Let's create another web form. Add new item, select web form, and name the web form with VBF user. Add. Okay. Oh, to make it clear, display data employee. Okay. Let's create table first. Table, create row, and the column. For example, I want to create 3 columns. Copy. Now, let's put a button. I name the button to BTN display. And the text is display data user. Okay, now let's put a grid view. Name the grid view to GRV user. Now let's double click display data user. Okay. Now let's first create connection. Create connection dim vn SQL con as new SQL client SQL connection. Let's just copy the connection string. Now let's create the data adapter. vn sda user as new SQL adapter. Now let's define the query. The query equals to select asterisk from TB ADM user. Now let's set the query to our SQL adapter. Select command equals new SQL command. SQL command the query vn as the user. Now let's create the data table vndtb usr as new data table. we have to set up connection for the data adapter. Now the data adapter must fill the data table, and after the data table gets the data, now let's display the data into our grid view. Data source is the VNDTB user, and now let's bind. Data bind, and don't forget at last, release the memory of the computer by dispose the object. Dispose and close the SQL connection. Now let's try run this application. Oh, I'm sorry. The start page is still master employee. Now let's change the start page to master user. Click master user and set a start page. Save. Now let's run our application. Let's display data user. Click. Okay, everybody. Now we are success again with displaying data from database to our application. Okay, everybody. If you think that this is worthful for you, please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and visit my website, that is gus.aspnetsourcecode.com. Okay, I hope we will see again in my next video, still about programming with ASP.NET and SQL Server database. And next chapter, maybe I will show you how to create another grid view that is more complex grid view. Okay, everybody, thank you very much and see you in our next video.